Okay guys, I've been telling a few of the guys that I subscribe to that I have permission at some pretty old properties. They're in downtown of the city that I live in, and they're about 100+ years old, somewhere around in there. I don't know the exact date they were built, but they're very old. And let me swap this view around and I'll give you a little shot of what I'm looking at. Right, this is the back side. There's not a whole lot right here to search, but if you look at the brick little walkway, you can tell the place is pretty old. And I'm gonna search this little spot right here. Then I'll go around to the front and search around the front of it. There's like nothing right there to search, but around the front I got a little bit more area, and we'll get around to that in a few minutes. So I'll get back with you. All right, I'm around front. This is the front of the place. See that old curbing right there? That ain't been replaced in a long time. I'm gonna dig out by this sidewalk right here, hunt out right here. So you ain't got a whole lot, but some little areas. Sidewalk looks like it's been replaced, but that old curbing out there has been there for a while. So those old little sides, those been there for a while. I got permission to hunt there, here, and over there on that side. So I'm gonna kind of search around, see what I can find. I didn't really come up with anything in the back. I got one, maybe two pennies. One of them is a zinc penny. I got a 1994 quarter, so that ain't telling me nothing good, but we're gonna see what we can find up front here. I'll get back with you. All right, folks, I have got this hole right here, and they ended up pulling up this old key. I tell you what, I've been finding a bunch of nails, just rusty nails, sounding like good targets, but yeah, it's just rusty nails. And if you can see all the power lines and everything I'm working underneath, you know what kind of trouble is giving my detector. So, but it did come up with this key right here. I think that's pretty interesting. I don't know how old it is, but looks like it came in about with the lawnmower and bent it. But we'll clean it up later and see what it looks like. I do like to keep the keys that I find. So we'll move on to the next target and see what else we can find. Okay guys, I moved away from that spot over there. I got to go back over there and tamp my plug down a little bit better. But I left it there for a reason, so I could remember where I was at. But I came on over here a little bit, and I got a little signal, and it ain't nothing but a little old penny, little memorial. And I can't see the date on it. I'm just trying to get a little film. It's trying to dry some. So I was hoping maybe y'all could see it if I could get it to focus anyway. But let me show you something that I discovered. I thought this was pretty old little curbing right here, but you hear that? That's why I gave up on this spot right here, because I think it ain't nothing but this here. This whole thing right here just giving me false signals. All the way down. So I got to stay away from that thing, that's for sure. All right, see you at the next one. All right, folks, just dug that up. It's kind of interesting looking. quite sure. It actually looks like it's got a hinge kind of on one side where it hinged onto something with a little hook hooked in on this side. I don't know, maybe it was a little hair barrette thing and the other part of that is missing off of it. Maybe that's what it was. Kind of looks like that. I don't know what else it could be. Whatever stones was in it are gone. So looks like it might have a little bit of age to it. It wasn't very deep though. It was probably maybe 2 inches deep. Anyway, we'll move on to the next one. All right, finally dug up a dime. Now I know it ain't very old. Nothing I've found out here is very old, which is kind of surprising to the age of this neighborhood. Seems like I could get something with a little age on it, but I just hadn't been able to find anything yet. Been going through all kinds of trash, mainly nails and wine bottle tops. Figure that, right? But I don't know if you can get a date on it. This thing ain't. Maybe that'll focus in for you. I can't quite tell. But anyway, there it is. My first dime out here. Like I said, I did get a quarter earlier around back, but it was a 1994. So I'm gonna cover up this plug here and move on to the next. Here to right over here underneath this little tree right here, kind of almost real close to the street. And I mean, it ain't been 2 minutes, and I hit this signal here, and it's just a quarter. I don't know what the date is on it. I can't see it through the lens there. Does that say 1986 or 88 or something? I can't tell. But anyway, I'll clean it up. It definitely ain't the silver I'm looking for. Why couldn't you be a 1964 Washington? I'd be very, very, very happy with a 64 Washington. I see these guys pulling up Barbers and Mercuries and Seated and all that kind of stuff. Man, I'd just be happy with a 64 Washington or a Rosie. Anyway, moving on to all right, next hole. Look at this. Look at how the roots swirled around in that bottle cap. And I guess I should have tried the iron audio just to check it, but I didn't. I'm kind of in a hurry, trying to hurry up and get my last couple of holes dug before I gotta go. And paid the price, didn't I? Moving on to the next. All right, back in my truck. I got to head to the house, but I tell you what, I'm gonna pause this thing and flip it around. I can't believe that I'm not finding anything good out here. I want to say that maybe it's been searched before, but doggone, they were real good to take all the goodies and leave everything else for me to find. But anyway, I just wanted to say that. This is a little shot of some of the old downtown where I'm at. A little more of old downtown here. Need to get me a dash cam. Put it up right there, right? Yeah, I want to get me a GoPro, and I'll probably get me a little dash cam. But you know what? I got to dig a whole lot of pennies to pay for that. So, anyway, yeah. I just wanted to give you a little shot. Some of the downtown area. In the city I live in. Alright, so I gotta put you down so I can drive. Yeah, I wanted to say, gotta get to the house, take a shower, cleaned up, shaved his face. It's December the 31st, and going to a New Year's Eve party tonight. So the wife just texted me, "Are you on the way?" So yeah, I gotta turn this thing off and text her back. Yes, I'm on the way. But anyway, wanted to tell everybody Happy New Year's, and I will be doing more and more videos come 2017, and I'm hoping to find some good finds. And you know, it is what it is. Even if I don't find anything good, I still enjoy going out and being out and, you know, just finding whatever I find. So, Happy New Year. Okay, everybody, this is the wrap up for today's hunt. It's not really all that great, but it is what it is. Got 2 quarters, 2 dimes, and 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 pennies. One of them is a 1961. One of them is a 1963. If either one of those would have been dimes, that would have been really nice, but it isn't. 94 dime and a 2015 dime. 66 quarter and a 94 quarter. Wish that would have been a 64. I wish those would have been dimes. Oh well, it is what it is. And then I got this little hair Brett thing. Y'all seen it when it came out of the ground. It's cleaned up a little bit better now. And it's junk, you know, but it's still a find. And then there's that key I found. And it's got, most of those houses down there were converted over into apartments. And it looks like it says 337B. Looks like that's an apartment key for down there. And while I was digging in one of my holes, I ended up finding this little piece of glass. I think that's a piece of a Pepsi bottle. I don't know how old that is. I don't know when Pepsi quit making their drinks in glass bottles. But anyway, I thought it was kind of neat, so I kept it. But that's the end of it. And that will wrap it up for 2016, the Zombie Slayer metal detecting year. I'll be back in 2017 with a whole bunch more finds. Thanks for watching. Subscribe and like.